Every time you follow us or share our content, you help a small Somalian child get the resources they need.
Very small.
Very
smallest
small.
one.
The smallest one. The one that needs the most care. So, I mean, you're doing something good. So
He looks like
continue
a
to like
pencil.
going
He's like
straight
infinitely
down.
small.
Just the tiniest boy. Just
He was prematurely
Just-
born by 90 weeks. He's so small. Dude.
But he's hanging in there and he needs your support. So if you support us, you're supporting him. His name is Benji. He's a great fucking dude. He's pretty
He's
cool.
So solid. Such a solid guy. Such
Solid
a
dude.
light. You fit him in your fucking pocket. He's truly
Oddly enough, he'll be doing the race, and then he'll be doing the Misogi challenge with Security Halt. Up and get this Security Halt Misogi's challenge. Want to do three a year, so I'm fucking trying to put together a team of elite athletes who want to suck.
team of elite athletes
Together.
in a world where soft guys are actually elite athletes. Dude, I watched I'm sorry I'm sidetracking already, but I watched what is
It's what
it?
we do. It's what we do.
It's the movie about, god damn it, the prison off San Francisco in the Bay. What is that?
The
Rock.
Fuck. Yes.
The Rock, dude. The
Welcome
movie.
to The Rock.
Welcome to The Rock. I love that Sean Connery in any movie he's ever been in just doesn't do an accent at all. Like, you know,
Ever.
like
Ever,
his
dude.
character is always someone, like they always make him like a Russian guy or a
Dude.
fucking, he's like ex-Ukrainian special forces. And then he comes in, he's like, I'm Sean Connery. You're like,
Dude, in Highlander, he plays a Spaniard. And he uses the same
the ultimate
fucking
dude,
accent.
the fucking ultimate. And
I
he
am Ramirez.
crushed it. Yeah. It's like, who's that? The Spaniard. I'm the Spaniard. You're like, what, dude?
Paella. Shake
Yeah.
mustard.
Yeah, his character's always got like some stupid ass, like they have to write in a reason for his character every time
Yeah.
to talk the way he does. It's just like, oh, that's the Spaniard. And then like in passing, you know, they just like added a paragraph and they're just like,
He was
oh yeah,
raised
he
in
spent some
Scotland.
time in the IRA. Like he was in the Irish Republican Army and he's Scottish. And he's the Spaniard, though. He's the Spaniard. Just fucking go with it.
Got it.
Right.
Liam Cogan, welcome to Security Halt podcast, brother. Oh man, dude, you're you got some great shit going on right now, dude. Let's talk about this, dude. 20 mountains, 200
20.
miles.
Yeah, it's like the mountain part is just like to keep the name phonetically like pleasing. But really, I mean, realistically, so the run is 220 miles. It's over 20 mountains, so above 20 mountains, like many more. 40,000 feet of elevation gain, and we're carrying 22 pounds on our backs to represent carrying the burden of 22 veteran suicides every day. Trying to spread awareness, you know, keeping the American civilian population engaged in the GWAT veteran, right? One thing that I end up explaining to a lot of people is like, you have kind of this great disparity between how we treated Vietnam vets and how we treat GWAT era veterans, where Vietnam vets, obviously, like we all know, it's in movies, it's been popularized. Everyone knows that they got treated like garbage, which was horrendous, you know, and we haven't done that to our veterans since. Now, veterans have gotten tied up in issues. We got this stuff going on in LA right now.
Yeah,
sure. Right. But there's always been the sentiment that like, we'll never go that far again. You know, we'll never have these kids who were torn out of high school who did things for their country because they were told to, they had to, and then come back and have them get spit in their faces. But you look at the numbers, and currently the GWAT veteran is suffering in a different psychological war. And, you know, the numbers have increased 50% for male veterans, 90% for female veterans. We're losing veterans for reasons of loss of community, very simple things like TBI, PTSD. We still don't know how to treat it, what to do, and unbelievably, finance. So the number 2 reason for veteran suicide and the number 1 reason for divorce is finance. The number 3 reason for veteran suicide is familial relationship deterioration. So you're just dealing with loss of family and disconnect. And so you really kind of boil these things down to finance. And that's what my nonprofit is doing, is we're focusing on not the finance bro side of things, but how do we give veterans the benefits that they earned and were designed to facilitate a soft landing financially since 1939, right? Like we've had these benefits, we've had these tools. It's proven to work. We've just kind of lost our way. And I end up explaining this to people and just saying, like, it is a remarkably easy issue to solve when you compare it to TBI PTSD, right? I mean, that's a lifelong endeavor. Everyone who's in the field and doing the work, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, trying to get ibogaine passed by lobbyists, politics, and all that kind of stuff. It takes money, time, effort, and then you got to work with a veteran, right? So there's a ton of effort there. And what we're trying to do is kind of take a little second and shift our focus on this easy win. So do something hard, earn the notoriety, earn the benefit, and we're going to get out there and just go after it. It's going to be a meat grinder. You know what I mean? You're looking at 50 plus miles a day, plus 10,000 feet of elevation gain a day with a ruck on your back. But that's how you keep people engaged. That's what I have to offer. Unfortunately, dudes like us, that's what we have to give is, dude, I'm going to throw it down. I'm going to destroy my body. It's all I know how to do. So, you want me to run a Usain Bolt, 100-meter dash, can't do it. But I can ruck up and just grind my body into dust. So here we go.
Yep. Absolutely, man. I think a lot of us are starting to see that it's an avenue to get attention. Do you have a media team on the ground following you?
So we're trying to give everyone access to to media sources, social sources while we're there. So athletes will be able to kind of record their experience and it'll all go on to the same channel, things like that. But, being our first year, I'm completely self-funded. So, and this is for you, IRS, when you start looking into my shit, it's like, I am losing money. Okay. I don't want to hear it. I've been pouring money into this effort for years now, and we're finally at the position where it's like, I feel comfortable to say, let's put on this event. Let's ask for donations. Let's turn the lights on and get it moving. But no, so year 1, we won't have a concerted media team, unfortunately, but hopefully through individual efforts, we're going to give guys cameras, and we'll have, local wives, and we have a great SEAL community out here who's going to help support. We'll have enough film and footage to kind of like bring that into year 2 and maybe bring some elevated energy into year 2.
Fuck yeah, man. What's been your training plan for this? It's a lot of miles. It's a lot of elevation.
Yeah. So
I tried doing my first event, raw dogged, and let me tell you, it was not fun.
You raw
That's why I'm coming back for you too. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude! I got hurt like month 3, and it was like, all right, guess I gotta stop. And it was like, I'm not gonna show up. But now you're number 2, brother. I'm coming back, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna finish this thing. I've got a training plan. I'm coming in hard.
I'm coming. Pretty hard. Dude, no, my run I did last year. So we did like a 2.5, I think it was like a 3-mile swim. I don't know. It kept like changing day of. It was like the water temp is a little high, so we're worried about, what we're going to be able to get away with. But we did like a 3-mile-ish swim and then a 45-pound ruck for 50 miles. And did that last year. My training plan was basically like, I got shotgunned with it too. It was like, bro, can you come out and like hit this thing? I was like, definitely. So I had about a month to get ready for that one, and I was not running, so that was tough. But my training plan is really easy. It's just like minimum every day, run an hour, and every week do something hard. So like I always run an hour. I live in the mountains, so I'm at elevation, I'm sitting at 5'5", and every morning I get up to like 6'5", and my runs aren't that far. Unfortunately, like when you look at all the influencers and shit, it's like they're running, and I'm not talking down on them. I'm just saying, like, they're running flat ground, so they're like training reps. It's like 10 miles every day, and they're running like 6 to 7 minute miles. It's like, dude, that's so hitter. Like, that's sick. I can't do that. I weigh like 245 right now, and I'm running in the mountains. I'm way too heavy, bro. Way too heavy.
Yeah, I realized I'm in the same boat, dude. I'm on some expensive supplements, if you will, and they work. Shout out to you, Titans. They fucking work, dude. I'm very happy and pleased with my wife cheering me on, saying I have got some good guns these days. But I'm in the same boat, dude. Like, I got to realize that if I want to do long distance runs and long distance rucks, I gotta throttle back on the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. You gotta shed
it's nothing illegal.
Yeah, bro. Well, dude, that's what it ends up being too, is you're like, I feel that weight in these miles. Like, my buddy said it best. I showed up to his farm a couple years ago, and I would like jogged to do something. He's like, damn, dude, you're running like a big boy. I was like,
you thick boy, you thick.
Yeah, that's what it is, though. Like, you're heavy and you run like you're heavy. It's like every inch of your body is like, damn, this is bullshit. Dude,
I've seen some, like, back to the Savage Loop, I saw some dudes that were some fucking gorillas, dude, and they finished it. So I was like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. But I also saw some fucking gazelles, and they were like, oh, this is nothing. I was like,
wee.
Yeah. I was like, I need to get in touch with my inner Kenyan.
yeah, dude. Well, you know how you do that, dude? Stop eating. It's just no more food,
bro. I was just in France, and I was fucking crushing some croissants.
Oh, dude, yeah, I saw you went to Normandy. That looked awesome, man.
It was
while you were in, did you ever get to jump into that?
No, never got to do that. But it was an amazing opportunity. Shout out to Best Defense Foundation. Guys are fucking crushing it, and I hope to, for goodness sakes, I hope I get the invite again, because, dude, the greatest human beings I ever met, dude. These guys get up singing, they're happy, freaking just, dude, they will share every bit of their story. Like, we tend to think of our World War II veterans as like, like, oh, they're so old. And I'm like, dude, these guys were sharp as a tack, sharing so much of their lives. Like, some of them still spoke French. That blew me away, dude. And like, they were rock stars there, man. Like, literally had people like jumping on stage to like kiss them. Like, I'm literally like, next year they're like, thank you, American, thank you, and like jumping on stage, like, and like, I'm like, dude, next year just bring it back as a bodyguard, because I had the most fun doing that, like jumping on stage. But get off the stage, oh please, sorry.
Please make love to me, Mandy, please.
Make love to me, Randy, make love to me, please.
Yes, we love you, dude. Randy, make love to me, Randy, please.
Best South Park reference ever, dude.
Dude, so I did I jumped into Normandy.
No
just
shit.
Had a sweet opportunity. Got completely pieced up by my chief at the time, because we got on the bus to go. And do you guys have the same rule, like collared shirts for travel days?
Oh yeah. To look representable.
I was being a little turd, and sometimes I do I do travel day in not a collar, but it's a button up t-shirt. It's still got like, it's 3 buttons, but it's just a tee. And dude, he like, and we had the Force Master Chief on the bus, I think.
Damn.
He was like I don't know if he was a Force Master Chief, but he was a team guy, and he was like, at least, dude, he was super high up. And we're on travel day. I'm not wearing like a polo, but I still got the buttons. So to me, I'm kosher. And
it's got buttons, Chief.
Dude, come on. And it's like half the deal. And the MCPON or whatever, the Force Master Chief, he legit was wearing like Nike t-shirt, Nike shorts, like just didn't give a shit at all. And my chief came on and looked at me and reamed me out on the bus, and like he was just like, you know, said something, and I just like put my thumb right in his face, like as close as I could get it. And then he like took me off the bus and he's yelling at me, and I was like, I looked at, he's like, you want to fucking stay home? Like, I'll, well, you know, whatever. And I was like, dude, what are you going to do? Like, we have to get somewhere. And the Force Master Chief is sitting on the fucking bus right now. Like, do you want to have it out for an hour and have him miss his flight and not get to jump into Normandy? What are you going to do, dude? Like, you've got two options, and it's leave me here or don't. And he was just like, fuck it, get on the bus. And I was like, yeah.
That's what I thought, bro.
But that was a sick day, dude. I mean, after getting reamed out. Then we went in Normandy and jumped in. I literally landed like, just to like, it just hammered home the point that like, I didn't give a shit, but I still crushed. I landed right on the X. So they had the whole camera crew. It's like right on the flag. And I was just like, yeah, what do you think about that shit, boy? But dude, to your point, it was sick, man. Those French villages, like they remember, the way it was explained to me is like, dude, their grandparents are still alive. Their grandmothers who are being occupied and raped by German soldiers, they're still alive. So they tell their grandkids and their kids and everything. And you go into the city and you feel it. It's electric. They love those guys.
Yeah, honestly, the way I think of it is like look, say what you want about everything that came after that, but it's the most righteous friggin' cause, the greatest friggin' call of a nation to join that fight, and those guys deserve it, man. Like, I look back to like the shit that we did, and not just to minimize it, but like, do we really need Afghanistan? Probably not. By large, it's not something that's going to be remembered in the same light. And it's just at least good to like have American heroes, like true American heroes, whereas you can like look at some of the service from what we've did and be like, yeah, we had a PX, we had fucking food court at Bath. Like,
yeah,
no one's gonna ever be like, let's go back to Afghanistan. It's like, please, don't need it.
Right, dude. Could you imagine holding the same event in the current social climate in Afghanistan or Iraq right now?
Dude, just being welcomed by the Taliban. As you can see, not much has changed. It's still a shithole. I don't know why he's Russian.
As you can see, not much has changed. We got to get old ass Sean Connery to play a Taliban insurgent. I bet he has. I don't know why I'm like thinking that he has.
Dude, AI can make it. AI can make it right now.
Sean Connery could make it. He would do it. He's got no
ChatGPT, generate a movie with Sean Connery as a Scottish Taliban member.
Dude, I mean, Steven Seagal basically did it. He's all over that shit. Steven Seagal does not
Russian
care about
puppet
anything.
Now, dude.
Dude,
he is so deep in ties with the Russian government now. It's insane. I never had that I did not have that on my 2025 bingo card. I wish I would.
Is this news?
Yeah.
I haven't heard this.
Check it out. Yeah.
Seagal is deep state Russian intel.
He's like in every Russian propaganda video. I'm pretty sure he's making films for Russia right now.
Dude, and you know what? It all goes back to that fucking one movie he made where he was a sniper. Did you ever watch this one? He's a sniper, and in the beginning of the movie, he's like working for the CIA or something. And he like, you know how he always like affects like a Louisiana black like
yes
tone?
Yes, absolutely.
So he's doing that in the beginning of the movie. And then he completely, they're running some op. It's all hilarious, bro. It's absolutely hysterical. And then he switches his accent to like Ukraine, like, you know, Eastern Bloc European. And the rest of the movie somehow, like, he's like just like military operator from the US, and then something happens, and then he's like just living the rest of his life banging a really hot chick in like Eastern Bloc Europe. And the story completely changes. and it's so fun, dude. You've got to. I'll try to remember the name and send this to you. But the
send
best
me the link
because
I'm gonna put it up
like,
on the screen like right now. Right,
dude,
it's gonna be
he's banging this really, really hot chick, and he's Steven Seagal, and he's wearing all of his clothes.
Dude, he's so impossibly fat.
On. He's got his glasses. He's got his leather duster. He's still wearing his pants. So sick, dude. He's so next level awesome. Like, doesn't know anything about jujitsu or martial arts expert.
Dude,
what is it?
His Aikido shit is fucking hilarious.
Unreal.
It's just like, I just come across and I just fold you down, push. He just pushes me, and I come around, I just push.
It's mentalism. He scares them into death.
Oh man. But he is responsible for one of the greatest 90s movies ever, Under Siege. I'm just a cook.
And his martial arts has always been the same. It's like minimal body movement, maximal arm movement.
Dude, insane. Just his cheesy knife fighting with Tommy Lee Jones at the end. Oh my God, dude.
So dope.
R.I.P. I know you're not dead, but you're soon. Your heart can't take you soon.
There's no way. There's no way he makes it to 80. Couldn't possible.
Could you imagine having him on the run?
Oh my God.
Hey, honorary SEAL. You did play one, so
dude,
join us.
He can have my trident. I'll give up everything to get him on this run. Steven Seagal, if you're listening for some fucking reason, or you see this clip, it's 220 miles. I'll let you do your mentalist shit, and we'll put you in at the last mile ahead of everyone.
You'll be the winner. We just see you cross the line.
I will let you, if I'm in first, I will let you roast me. Like, I'll let you run the final 10 feet that you can run still. Dude, and I will let you make fun of me publicly.
We need to have him on fucking. Let's do a GoFundMe for Steven Seagal to be on this run. That'd be sick.
We would have to raise what to get his appearance? Like $50.
Honestly, I think he'd do it for a hoagie.
Yeah, it was good. A big grinder sandwich. You'd be down.
For seafood po' boy.
Dude, that was like, we were setting up for my buddy's bachelor party one time, and someone was like, dude, should we get Ric Flair? And I was like, we were like new guys. I was like, dude, there's absolutely no way we could afford Ric Flair. And he's like, no, dude, I'm on his website right now. It's like $200.
It's fucking steal, dude.
Dude,
I bet you he's on Cameo. I bet you he's on Cameo.
Dude, he's got to be. I don't think. Yeah, he's got to be, right?
Yeah. I'm on it right now. Let's research this. I thought about getting a couple cameos for to do shit for the podcast a while back, and then because I have the mental acuity of a squirrel, I always forget to come back and check it out. But you'd be blown away by who's on Cameo. Just fucking,
I kind of want to look into that now.
Yeah, dude, it's a win-win situation. I got
it really
super.
Is.
Oh, I remember what happened. So I'm a big fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I think one of the greatest shows ever. And I was like, dude, what if I get the voice actors to do the intro, like to just do the intro of the podcast? So I kept looking in. Yeah. And I found out the Frylock was homeless, and it really bummed me out. Dude, it was so fucking sad. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to get him to do the fucking intro. It'll be great. And Carrie Means, the guy that does Master Shake, and a few other, they were listed on there, but they were a little bit outside my price point, like, $300, $400. I was like, that's a bit much for an intro.
Damn.
But Frylock was on there for like 150. I think it was like in there for like a cheese sandwich, but like it was like a grilled cheese. Super bummed out because it was so sad. He had pictures of his apartment and like going like fucking like like it was like fuck. He was on the streets at one point. I was like, fuck, dude, like this guy got me
He
through some
sounds
shit,
like
man.
he could be homeless. He sounds like if there was a character that was
It's all
going to end up
reversed.
being,
Yeah, it's all reversed. You think Meatwad and and Master Shake are gonna be the ones abusing cocaine and heroin, and it's Frylock. It's forever
it's always
ruined.
the educated guy. It's not Carl. Carl's always going to have his double wide. He'll be fine.
Dude, there's a guy that actually he looks like the cartoon version. It's not the real voice actor, but he looks identical. They actually used him from the live action episode they did, which is fucking hilarious. Actually, let's look at Frylock now.
He looks like Carl?
Yeah, 100% looks like Carl. Yeah,
oh, that's sick.
So
That's
he's
awesome.
so Frylock is still on Cameo. Carrie means $65. Oh fuck.
That's so sick.
But
Did he do any other voices across Adult Swim?
No, he did. He did I'm on his page right now. He did Frylock, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Thunder Cleese from the Brack Show, Jonah Bishop from Welcome to the Wayne. Yeah.
Dude, the Brack Show is heavily slept on.
Insanely slept on, bro. Like the intro itself
it's so good. Yeah.
It's so
that's high tier.
Space goes coast to coast. Oh my god, dude. I don't even need medicinal marijuana to laugh hard. I just need to watch some of the old school Cartoon Network, or not, Adult Swim shows, dude. Fucking so good.
Dude, they're amazing. Do you remember the Professor Brothers?
No,
they did a couple of shorts. So I think the spinoff show might have been Chicago IL with that big weird character. But they did you have to know these. They did some YouTube videos, and one of them is like about Washington. And it's like Washington, 6'20" fucking killing for fun. They did like history lessons on presidents, but they're fucking hilarious, dude. The other one they did is about like Sodom and Gomorrah, and they had like the presentation they do is that they're like two professors working at a college, but they're just like super crass and like slightly educated. Dude, it's worth a shake. It's
what's
really
the name
great.
of them again?
The Professor Brothers. Watch that and tell me you don't love it.
Oh, dude, yes, I remember now. Yeah, unlock the core memory.
He's describing what like when God, who was the story of Sodom and Gomorrah about? But he's like running away from the cities, and God told him like, don't look back.
Yeah,
and his wife looked back for 1 second, one split fucking second. She turned into a pillar of salt. And he's just like, could you imagine your wife turns into a fucking pillar of salt or some other spice? Dude, so stupid. Bam. Salt. Salted.
Pillar of salt.
A pillar of fucking salt, dude. And he's just like, could you imagine your fucking wife, man, turns into a fucking pillar of salt or some other spice? In the pictures of the dude,
is that
like
lemon pepper.
He's like crying and looking back.
Oh man, we're going to hell,
dude. That's brutal. You know, those biblical stories are unreal,
dude. Some are insane, dude.
They're awesome,
Jonah and the whale. I couldn't imagine being trapped inside a whale. That'd be horrifying. Like, what are you doing there?
Dude, did you ever do? Did you dive? A good bit?
No, I have a thing with water where I don't want to get the fuck in it.
I don't fuck with that shit.
I'm a sky boy.
Yeah. Dude, I would always think about that when you're diving, you know, because you're in your black wetsuit. You're just with one other dude. Everything's black. Like you can see fucking nothing. And so I liked to be the dude who drove because you're looking at your tack board and you have something to do.
Yeah.
But the dude who's not driving is literally looking ahead, like just in case we're going to run into something sharp. And it's like, no, that's not me, man. I'm not.
Dude.
I'm not the look around guy, because all I ever think of is just like some big fucking thing is just gonna like open its mouth and we're gonna swim in and not know, and then that's where you are now. That's where you fucking live.
Digest.
But I think that happened to some woman recently. They were diving she was swallowed by a blue whale. I'm not even kidding.
Fuck.
I'm not
no shit. Put it up on the board. Let's see it. Let's see this woman swallowed. I better be careful with what I Google.
Did you say that just to cover down on the Google auto propagation?
Right.
It's like
number one hit. Number one hit. I got gobbled up by a whale.
Oh, did she live?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
apparently
sick.
But that's the first thing she says on the Slate Magazine's interview. Who the fuck is Slate Magazine? Slate Magazine.
Did you mean to say Slut Magazine? I think you're looking at the wrong shit, dude.
No, Slate. I'll put it up here. Slate. I got gobbled up by a whale.
Slut Magazine interview.
I got gobbled by a whale. Something that a guy from Boston would say. No, here's the full headline. She's
from Boston, so she has. Dude, that's got to be insane. Like, if you're from Boston, you could have an incredible life experience, and it'd be really deep, and no one would care. Because you just sound like headline. That.
Slate Magazine. I got gobbled up by a whale. It was amazing. I'm sure it was, Becky. It was incredible.
Sick. It was so good for my chakras. Oh my the vibes were good in there.
August 26, 2023. So it was recent-ish.
Why do I think that's recent? That's so crazy. Man.
Dude, that was the headline alone. If you want to read the full article, it'll be in the episode description. Knock yourself out. The picture, it looks like it's AI generated. It's a kayaker and right in the mouth of a whale. That'd be terrifying.
That'd be gnarly, dude. Especially if you're in a kayak, so vulnerable.
Yeah, dude. I saw a video somebody posted recently of a guy in a canoe, fucking out in the ocean, getting fucking attacked by a shark. Like,
no thanks.
No, dude. No.
Well, dude, that's the scarier thing is a fucking killer whale, because they like know how to get you out of boats. Like they're known in Alaska, killer whales, like pods of killer whales, for fucking flipping boats on purpose. Like on purpose, because they do that thing that they do with the iceberg, and they all swim under it, and they make that current where it rocks, and they flip it. Could you imagine just being assaulted by a fucking bitch made ass stupid animal? Fucking so gay, dude. I'd be so pissed off. Are you kidding me?
Top 3 worst ways to die. Outsmarted by a fucking whale.
Getting eaten has to be number 1, right? Like, what would be worse than being eaten by something else?
Sexually assaulted by something else, like a bear.
Or like raped to death by something else?
Yeah, that's insult to injury.
Yeah. The question is, do you die right away, or do you die from sepsis later? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it depends on the size of the bear.
They're all big, dude. I don't know what he's packing, but it's probably huge. Actually, what are bears packing? I have no idea. I mean, we all know horse cocks are giant, but a bear? Maybe it's
I would
tiny.
say they're not.
Maybe it's tiny and you laugh at it.
Super. And that's what enrages him.
Yeah.
You shame him.
Oh, nice. I think I'm going to live from this bear attack. Yikes, buddy. Yay.
Fucking
I'm sorry, dude. Is a toddler trying to rape me right now? I'm fucking out of here. I'm going to bear mix myself just so I don't have to deal with your shit.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's one of the funny things about we do part of our training in Kodiak, Alaska.
Oh, no
Kodiak
shit.
has the biggest bears on the planet. And you go out there and we're like, just wherever you are, whatever you do, like every class is just like running into bears, like no matter what you do. And so my buddies, so this wasn't my group, but my buddies group, they're going along the river and they see like a sow and her cub, which is like,
Yeah.
the ultimate
Dangerous
shit. Yeah, because they'll run you down for like a mile, like just to get you away from the cub. And so this bear starts running them down. And in this part in training, they take the firing pins out of our rifles. Okay. So we just have bear mace because they just don't trust students with the responsibility of having, like a loaded weapon. We're like, dude, these are bears. Like, we're students. You can drop us from training. We're sufficiently scared to not make these mistakes. Like, please give us a gun. And they're like, nope. And bear mace in the cans, like any level of student training, they're getting recycled over and over and over. Like, they're not buying new cans. So one of my buddies breaks it out to mace somebody. He's just like, everyone get your mace. And then they spray it, and it goes into the fucking wind and comes right back. And they just mace the shit out of themselves. And they can't see, and a fucking sow is like a 2,000-pound apex predator is charging them down a river, and they're like, run away. It's like fucking so fucked, dude. So they all just started screaming. That actually worked. Like, they yelled it down and it ran away. But then they all got maced out. It's so funny, dude. Definitely
Quickly,
not.
brandish your mace.
And then you just get ran down by a bear while you got mace in your shots.
Just fucking the Revenant time.
Oh my God, dude. That movie, by the end, I can't remember who I was sitting with, but I looked at my buddy. I was like, what's next? Like, is a tornado going to fucking come get him now? Like,
bro,
this dude's life is too hard.
I just had a dude on the show that survived a bear attack. And I was like, bro, I watched The Revenant to prepare for this interview. And he's like, it's funny you say that because it was exactly like that. And I was like, get the fuck out of it. He's like, yeah, exactly like that. It just fucking just pounce, bite, crunch, thrashed him around. And then finally it went to bite his hand, and he had the bear mace in his hand. So it bit down through his hand, punctured the pepper spray or the bear mace, shot into its mouth, and then it just took off like crazy. And that's when he was like, he fucking got up and was like, all right, I guess I'm still alive. Might as well like create some distance. But the bear ran down towards the road. So he had to like run the opposite way further into the woods. I'm just like, fuck, dude.
Was this a younger military cat and he was out there with his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right? Dude, I think I heard his story on Steve Rinnella's podcast.
Yeah, he was on Meat Eater. Yep.
Dude, that is wild. And I always think to myself from his story, like when I have my gun on me, because I'm doing all my training in the mountains, and I do a lot of it in, like near Lake Tahoe, so I'm like ready for that. And it's like, dude, if a bear were to try to come at me right now, like it has to be chest carry. Like they're so fast, they're so big, they're so aggressive. Like you have to be able to just and pop off a couple rounds. I always think about it. You got your wife out there and small dogs. It's like, what's the plan? And I had last weekend, I did a 5-mile ruck. It was like 2,000 feet of elevation, and I put on like 100-pound ruck. Don't recommend it. It's such a shitty time.
0 out of 5 stars. 0 out of 5.
0. Dude, well, the way up, I was like, this is great training. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Because once you get past 45 pounds, you're like, this is just really heavy, and I'm going to be walking heavy guy pace anyways. Yeah. And it was fine. Big boy pace. And I was just, like grinding my legs. My wife's pregnant, so she's going slow. And it was fine. And then I got to the top, took the ruck off, and I was like, oh God, no. Like, because I was in the, like the muscular pain, I didn't notice like the structural damage that was happening, and my hips were hurting really bad. So then I put it on and I went back down. Long story short, the way down was unreal. I was like really, 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 really regretting having that heavy ass ruck. I mean, it was just like scary as shit. I was like, dude, every step I am so close to tearing something. Like the way down was awful. But I was thinking the whole time, like, I have a gun on me, but I also have a 100-pound ruck on me. Like, how fast am I getting this thing off and getting to that gun? Not fast. Not fast.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that bear is going to crush you.
You
gotta really be fucking squared away, dude. You gotta have the chest carry. There's like no other alternative.
Yeah, dude. It's gotta be like something insanely powerful. Those fucking things are tanks, dude.
Dude, when Lewis and Clark were coming across the country and they were like, we saw this new kind of bear. It's ferocious and massive. They would shoot these things online, like with like 50 guys, and the bear would still chase them down. Like,
fuck.
One of the anecdotal like points, like one of the guys was just like, he runs back to camp. He's like, holy fuck, everyone get your guns. I shot a giant animal and I thought I was going to kill it so we could eat it. I shot it in the heart, and they had like, muskets. So the round is like this big. He's like, I shot it in the heart. I swear to God, it ran him down for like 3 miles, and he was on horseback. It gets there and they all had to shoot it to put it down. And then they kept doing that. Like they kept trying to shoot bears like the whole time.
God, dude.
They were like,
I mean, that's like it's the ultimate game.
Yeah, that's what it was like, dude. They were like, oh my God, he totally almost died from shooting that bear. Let's go shoot more.
Let's do
bears.
another one. That was a fucking rush, Ishmael. Let's do it.
Yeah. Dude, is anyone else super bored crossing this country with all these Native Americans that want us dead and all these predators?
Yeah. Dude. Hella bored.
Surviving is so easy right now. Shallst we go shooteth another one of those giant bears? Yay, all for yay. They just kept doing it. Could we make it
harder? Perhaps only use spears. Yeah, dude.
Well, dude, it was like, I feel like they were, because like the way they write it is, it seems like every dude who would go out on patrol who would see one would just be like, that last pussy missed. There's no way you could shoot this thing in the heart and it doesn't die. And then he would try it and he'd be like, oh my God. And then they'd run.
It's true. It's true.
Scram, boys. Dude, I think they legit, like, dudes died on their expedition from bears. Maybe one.
Fuck yeah. I would imagine a few. Yeah. Those dudes didn't have the best fortitude.
No, man, they were just down to clown, though, which is what this race is all about. I should call this the Lewis and Clark 220.
Dude.
Like, no nothing, and it sent everything.
You have to dress old-timey with the exact apparel.
And, like, March, you have to bring, like...
same frill collars and shit.
Yeah, your 22 pounds is just like 2 old school octagonal barrel muskets. No water. You just have to fucking get it done.
Yeah, dude. You have to have, so you have to pack out only historically accurate items from that time period.
That'd be kind of sick.
Only eat historically. So you'd have to have like salt tack and bacon and just putrid water. Just survival.
Yeah. Well, that's like, have you ever heard the story of the Donner Party?
Yeah.
So like the Donner Pass, and everyone was like, they were eating people. Yeah. It was like the worst thing that's ever happened. So when you go up to the Donner Pass, which is actually pretty close to here, and you look at like the History Center and you kind of like read a little bit about it, the whole thing is basically like, here's this family. They wanted to go through the Donner Pass. Like they just wanted to make the crossing. And they're wealthy, of course. And every guide they talked to was like, not right now, wait, and then we'll do it later. And they were like, no. And then they went and found some crazy guy. And they were like, so this is our plan and we want to do it right now. And he's just like, genius. Let's go do that. And then they go up there and they get fucking snowed in. And now there's a monument to them. They're like monumental idiots. Like for real. Like there was no, they didn't have to go. There was no imperative. Like the Donner Party just wanted to go and asked everyone who wasn't retarded. And then they got all no's, and then a guy was just like, yeah, I'll take you. And then he took them the wrong way. They got stuck, and that guy was like, I'm going to go back for help. And then he left. So you just have a bunch of people who don't know how to be outside professionally, just sitting there waiting. And then they got snowed in by like whatever it was, like 18 feet. It was like some ungodly amount of snow. And you have like all these natives and all these people who've been living in the land forever, eating pine nuts and stuff. And they're like, dude, why would you go now? And then for some reason in history, it's like, we need to build a monument to their sacrifice. It's like, to what? They weren't even exploring.
Yeah.
Like they were legit just doing a walk that people had done before, and they just did it wrong. And they were dumb.
Fucking idiots. They get remembered as heroes. Yeah.
They were. Yeah. They figured it out.
They ate themselves.
Dude, that's it. The thing doesn't say they did, but people went missing.
Yeah. Yeah, little Timmy didn't make it out. He made great hamburger.
Dude, God, that'd be so messed up. I mean, they were legit in 18 feet of snow. So like every step you take, you're just like falling down a whole building into a trench of snow.
I think that's the worst thing, dude. Like being trapped in snow, that would be fucking insane.
Yeah. That'd
I don't want to go out that way. No. Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, do you ski or snowboard?
No. Last time I went was like fucking 2017, 2016. And yeah, my body ain't doing that shit too long. Nah, dog. Nah. I remember we spent like the entire day out on the mountain and then came back. And the next day I was just like, I need ice and stretching. I need mobility, guys.
Oh, dude. It's a weird environment because everyone's like, dude, let's get absolutely blackout drunk and then go be as athletic as we physically could possibly be.
Yeah.
You're not doing that and like going to a track and field meet. Like, dude, hit my flask. Let's go hit this 400-meter dash. It's like, why are we doing that?
Yo, bro, let's get fucking crushed and run 25 miles.
Dude. Well, I think we have one of those 5Ks. We have those races in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, those 5Ks are they're ridiculous.
Crush and run.
Let's eat donuts while we do a 5K. I'm like, come on, dude. No.
I mean, fuck, dude. What is a 5K? Right?
It's like the worst type of run because then it's just like everybody there is just the dumbest motherfuckers. Just, we're doing a 5K for peace in Israel. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
You have to walk to an outhouse in Palestine further than a 5K if you want to take a semi-sanitary shit. This is not it. You are missing many of the points.
Yeah, not my thing, dog. I think these physical things have to be like of purpose and be like a real distant, like have to be like real, like something challenging, man. It has to be really fucking tough. And yeah.
Well, dude, it turns into an economic game. You know, like the more people I can get to sign up. Dude, I didn't realize this when I started doing the ultras. It's like some of these races are like $1,000 or more, like $1,500. And you look at that and you're like, oh, whoa, you know, like you're volunteering to run someone's route.
Yeah.
But you get a sweet belt buckle at the end, dude. And,
dude, that's so sick. That's so fucking sick. The Benavides
belt buckle
Ultra
culture is kind of tight.
Kind of dope, dude. I'm just saying next year, what are you doing Memorial Day weekend?
Dude, I'm down to clown whenever. You know that.
We're doing the Benavides Ultra at in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, dude. Because you get a belt buckle. It's just like a continuous loop. I think it's a 7-mile loop. You just got to do 6 hours to do as many as you can and try to break that 26-mile threshold. And then we get a belt buckle.
6 hours to get in a 26-miler?
Yeah.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
I suck at this math.
Yeah, me too. It's not my strong. That's like, but we do it together. We bring a team and then we crush it and we all get belt buckles. And yeah, it's part of the challenge I'm coming up for next year. We got to do 3 events. The first one's going to be Savage Loop in Florida. That's the first one that comes. And then Memorial Day weekend, we're doing we got to do the Benavides Ultra at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And then we got to do one more. Got to figure that which one we're going to be doing.
Dude, yeah,
It's
do
gonna be
this
fucking-
do this 220 next year as the last race. As the last, like, all right, sick. These were good events. We feel good.
Yeah.
Now let's fucking grind and die.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's make that one the last one then.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
I mean, the one thing that I really fucked up last year in my training cycle was I finished my last ultra in, I think, November, I think it was. And then I was like, all right, I'm done running until it's warm now. And
I
that didn't
declare
work.
I am done.
That did not work. I am way too heavy. And I've never taken really creatine before. And, you know, you listen to like one Joe Rogan and now you're like, okay, I'm going to go buy all 8 of those supplements and take them all and see what happens. And I've been taking creatine and I don't normally. And dude, you gain so much weight. Like
I've been
fluctuate like
taking
10 pounds a
Ascends.
day.
Yeah.
10 pounds. 10 pounds of water weight a day. I mean, that's just absurd. You know what I mean? So I don't know, dude. I think I got to stop taking creatine.
On the backside, let's get a coach. Let's get a coach for next year. Let's get a fucking marathon coach.
I think I know the guy.
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah. He's
Like,
a good
I got
dude.
a good training plan with automated running coach, but I want a real human being coach to dial in my my running and start me off from ground zero. Because we have by the time you're done, you recuperate and rest. Like we have enough time to like fucking really start training and get on like a fucking running shape. Be supple.
No,
leopards.
it's nice. Because when you get in that running shape and then you go for your hour jog or whatever and you make like, you know, 10 miles, you're like, oh shit. I'm like so fast. I'm so dialed right now. That's the best feeling where you're just like, oh shit. I did that the other day. I was in LA for a contract gig and I like ran and I was like, all right, I'm flat ground. Like, let's try to, this isn't the mountains. Maybe we kick it out, see what happens. And I made like 8.5 miles. And I was like, okay, cool. That's like something that I can actually measure. Like I know how fast I'm actually going. Felt pretty good. Haven't been running on pavement, so my shins kind of hurt after that. But otherwise, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of feel sick. And then lost some weight, gained some weight back. Now I'm heavy as shit. Don't feel good anymore. Whatever.
Yeah, that's my next. I'm in the same boat. It's time to cut down. Being big was awesome. Bouncing people was cool. Dude, fucking France did so much for my fucking positive body image because like you're fucking yoked, dude. I was like, yeah, I eat normal food and it looks like you don't. You just drink coffee and smoke cigarettes. So maybe just eat some protein. But yeah, it's fucking
it's pretty sick when you like have been just around like your wife for a while and then like you go out in the wild and people are like, you're fucking unit, dude.
Dude, like, yeah, that's that word right there. Guy in this, the fucking shout out to you, JC. This kid was like, "You look like Jason Momoa, or you're just like a bodyguard." I'm like, "All right, little guy, you just made my
Jason
day."
Momoa is good. The bodyguard shit can go, but Jason Momoa, say that again. Nice,
say it again.
Nice. Sick. I had a dude. I went to an event and he was just like, "Bro, why aren't you playing like linebacker for like a professional football team?" And I was like, good question. Ask me more questions about why I look like such a fucking unit.
Just like Johnny Bravo. Just good.
Yeah. Looking like a full-on triangle and still getting rejected by chicks. That guy's the spirit animal of the teams.
Shout out to you, True Classic T-shirts. You make us look fucking yoked.
Dude, nothing better than a T-shirt that makes you look massive.
Just, oh my God. Can I get that same T-shirt in the following sizes? Schmedium light, and extra schmedium tight. Just,
I want my T-shirt to basically just be the little ring at the end of the T-shirt sleeves and the top one that chokes my neck out. No need for the material in the middle. It's not necessary.
Dude, the greatest thing on earth is when you go I don't care what any of my other fucking numbers are, but when you go to curl and you're just grabbing every weight imaginable, and it's just all right, 50s, 60s, 70s, and the pre-made curl bars, you're oh fuck yeah, let's rep these out. 50. Yes.
There's nothing better. I mean, all exercise is awesome, but there's really no better feeling than having just a sick bicep pump. Unfortunately, that is just completely and utterly true. There is no better feeling than vascularity from your fingertips to your neck, and it's only your biceps that you're working out. You're yeah, this is.
And there's no need for it. It doesn't help me in any of the things that I want to do.
I don't give a fuck. It feels so good.
Dude, nothing's greater than going to the gym and so I've got this new running shirt, and it's one of those it's super light fabric.
Yeah.
But, it was really big on the arms. I put it on this morning and I was we'll take care of this today. Today is bicep day. By the time you're done lifting, it's ridiculously tight, and you're feel like a god. Oh, just fucking.
Me and my buddy used to legit. So we when we were working on the farm, you're so fucking dick tired after about a week of 16-ish hour days.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's not the most demanding work in the world. We're not dragging hose through the field and shit, but it's just hot and you have to pay attention, whatever. And by the next morning, we would always work out in the morning. It just basically turned into every day be we drink pre-workout, sit down, watch bodybuilders or something on TV, pumping iron, and you're yeah, all right, so what are we working out today? And it's well, you look at the bench, you look at the rack, you have everything you need to do any kind of workout you want to, and you're so should we just do buys and call it good? It's yeah, yep. Yeah, our workouts started just turning into go do pre-workout, watch TV for 60 straight minutes, and then for 10 minutes be oh fuck, we got to work out, and then just pump your buys as hard as you possibly can.
Yep. Yeah, what I do in the afternoons for my second workout is I play over the top, or it's a mix really. It's cuts from over the top, Rocky, the training montage, and then the movie Soldier with what's his name? Fucking not Michael Douglas. The other dude from The Thing. Anyways, those cuts all in one radical workout plan, and you just work out buys. That's all you do.
Dude,
with the
over the top,
the soundtrack from Rocky.
Over the Top is the most bicep of a movie ever. It is so sick. Yes. There's nothing better than just watching two dudes greased up and flexed out, and the only scene is just dudes the frame is this always. It's just arms. That movie fucking rocks too. There's nothing better than watching Rocky play the character of a total washout shit dad. Right.
Dude, the worst fucking dad, dude.
Worst dad. And then his kid is pissed and he's Michael, why, dude? You're being a bitch. And you're dude, what? He's always acting like his kid is being over the top. And then he's just dude.
That's why the name of the movie is Over the Top.
It's not about the fucking move. It's about how annoying Michael is as his son. He runs out on the highway and he's why are you acting like this? I haven't seen you in your whole life. I abandoned you because I don't like myself, Michael. It's still about me. And you're dude, what how is that a tactic? And then the kid gets totally manipulated. And his rich non-burnout grandpa is just hey, bro, no, you can't steal my kid by driving your truck through our gate and into my foyer and then steal this kid that you have no custody over and no relationship with, who you just met. And then now he's the bad guy because he taught him how to fucking eat a burger at a greased up restaurant and arm wrestle. and you're like, dude, this movie is amazing. Like this is the pathway to success for absentee fathers, to just come back whenever they want and do the bare minimum and win their son over. Like, yeah, but I'm jacked.
Yeah.
You know, your mom has cancer and she's dying in a bed. You seen that shit, Michael? Little bitch. Get in this truck. And he's just like, all right.
Oh, I don't care about copyright laws. We're putting a montage of this movie in this episode. Enjoy it right here.
Dude, no, that movie rocks, man. We tried to build that machine that he has in our tractors.
Yeah, dude.
In the tractors. Didn't work. We were just like, yeah. You got nothing to do all day. You're just like,
oh, man. Oh, good.
What kind of fucking workout is this, too?
Accidentally get really good at jerking off.
Get really good at jerking off two tall guys.
Two dudes at the same time. Over the top.
Part
2. Michael's gay.
Michael's in a world where Michael was gay the whole time.
One father has one shot to make it right.
And he's doing this shit like the porn guy move. That's the over the top they were talking about. In a world where lubrication is cheap and over the top head of your penis is the move. Michael's 18 now, so it's not illegal to make this movie over the top too.
Michael's revenge. I'll show you, Dad. It's actually coming out in Cannes Film Festival this year. Oh, it's the first big promotion I ever did on this podcast. Check out our movie. It's coming out.
Shout out to Over the Top too.
It's right here. You'll see the title of it. It'll be really proud to be behind this film. We worked really hard, tirelessly.
In a world where Michael doesn't want to use his mouth.
His father taught him the right technique.
Yeah. Instead of his wrist just being this way, he just like.
Oh man, we're really hoping this movie hits it big. We're proud to be part of it. Real proud.
Yeah, this is my first. This is my first crack at writing and directing a film.
Put together an amazing ensemble, mostly all talent we found on Cameo. Revolutionary technique, $65 a day. We actually got the voice actor from Frylock
to be an AI intelligent vibrator training mechanism.
Michael, you have to go faster.
Faster. You got to go faster. It's insane.
Oh my God. On that note, where can we go to find out more about your upcoming endurance feat and challenge, Liam?
So I'm on YouTube at 3 Bravo Podcast, Veterans Podcast. And you can go straight to 3bravo.org, check out the events page, and find everything you need from there. There are plenty of ways to donate still, plenty of ways to support. And if you are an ultra endurance athlete and you're a veteran, and even if you're not, send me a message, send me a DM on anything, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. I will respond. We will give you a real crack at the race. If you haven't done an ultra yet and you want to try, this ain't it, dog. Do something else, but this is for experienced vets only. The support crew is legit. We have awesome sponsors behind us. Go Ruck, Born Primitive, Seal Future Foundation, McPee's Bar and Grill, On Your Six Whiskey, Emerald Spear Tequila. Thank you guys for supporting. We have cool things coming, especially for the racers, buckles, t-shirts, awesome opportunities to support. And then on August 29th, we'll be holding a fundraiser for the event, for the tools that we're using to kind of facilitate this paradigm shift from the bureaucratic, get out of the military, kick your butt out the door, and maybe get some disability on the way, to a full person concept of compassion, care, and veterans benefits guidance. So check out 3bravo.org and then send me a message on any of our socials.
Heck yeah. You heard it there, folks. Go to the episode description. Oh, wait. Just go ahead and pause. Go there. All that information is there. And I'm going to ask you to do me two things. Do me a favor, solid favor. Go ahead and follow Liam and myself on all our social media, and go to our YouTube channels. Just give us a follow. Give us a like. Give us a share. It helps us in our missions, and we would greatly appreciate it. And let me just say one more thing. Every time you follow us or share our content, you help a small Somalian child get the resources they need.
Very small. The
very
smallest
small.
one.
The smallest one. The one that needs the most care. So, I mean, you're doing something good. So
he looks like
continue
a
to like
pencil.
Going
He's like
straight
infinitely
down.
Small.
Just the tiniest boy. Just
he was prematurely born by 90 weeks.
It's
so small.
But he's hanging in there, and he needs your support. So if you support us, you're supporting him. His name is Benji. He's a great fucking dude. He's pretty cool.
So solid. Such a solid guy. Such
Solid
a
dude.
light. You fit him in your fucking pocket.
Oddly enough, he'll be doing the race, and then he'll be doing the Misogi challenge with Security Halt. He's an endurance machine, but he also needs your help. There's a lot of specialty care for someone his size. Just think
he lives in an iron lung.
He's able to come out periodically.
It's the smallest iron lung on the planet.
Dear boy. We love him so. I'm Deny Caballero. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you all next time. Till then, take care.